49ers and the San Francisco 49ers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Here we go. 180.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Garoppolo on first down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180.
Let's go. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. Check pass. Check pass. Mike 42.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 80 weapons. Shift.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Check.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 43 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll try the right side with Jones. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
11.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On first down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. 13.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You looking 30. Plant. Check right 54, right 54. Right to right.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Rodgers again now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
11. We take a win.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Got one.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 52. Flag. 11.
Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hodges. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. We're doing it. 56.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Rodgers to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
61, matchbox light.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Check 99, check 99.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
26.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. There to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
11. Switch.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. I'm here all day. Double tight, double tight. Four down.
On first down, it's Coleman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Get that ball. Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view. Than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Army. Check 13. Check 13.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. D Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All day, just like that.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Rodgers operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all three timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number one. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take three timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Man open, it's Goodwin. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
At their 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the slant, watch the slant. 21. Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Green Bay.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Packers 14, 49ers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! 21, 21. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
42. Go. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
White. Mike's 4-2. Come on, boy.
Now Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
I smell fear in that offense.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
I don't think you got it, son.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
54, watch 54. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 54, right there, right there. 53, they get out.
Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check 50, check 50.
12, 12. 21, 21.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
I got 11. Tight end left, tight end left.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
21. Here we go.
On first down, it's Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Garoppolo forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, high 7. It's our time.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I got you. Show it.
And they try the sweep to Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, Oregon. You don't want
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Thirteen. Mike's 42.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Garoppolo now. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
42's the mic. I got one.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
18. 56. Yeah.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Watch it slap. Watch it slap. Back one. Box it. Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
65.
They'll set up a throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for.
Here we go.
They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
13. 21.
Garoppolo again here on second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is third and 10.
Check Mike, you can't block me. You can't hide me.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now this throw caught left side. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Over. I'm going back to you. He's coming. Double up.
Recon, 132 fire.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Set, 8, read.
Check, block 54, block 54.
Yeah.
Right there, 54, right there. Let's go.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They run the counter. Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game.
Five.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
And that'll set him back 5.
Here comes the boom. I see, boy.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Mike.
319.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check, 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 check.
On first down, it's Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
At the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.